Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, 𝖢𝖥𝖣yi, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to look at the week ahead. We're going to take a look at some of the news that's coming up for this week, as well as some charts of interest. So in terms of news, we have lots of high impact data, including 2 releases from central banks. The first one kicks off with the Swiss National Bank. They're expected to hike interest rates from 1.5% to 1.75%. This is highly likely, especially if you see the likes of the Eurozone also hiking interest rates. Switzerland will probably continue to follow on with that as well. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the Swiss National Bank press conference. We need to be aware of what the comments are said in that meeting. We also then have the Bank of England announcement, where we were looking to see the Bank of England hike interest rates from 4.5% to 4.75%. This is highly anticipated. We've seen the sort of core inflation in the UK remain sticky, and we even had the Bank of England Governor Bailey talk about the potential for rates to be near 5.75%. So they still feel that interest rates need to go much higher, which could cause the pound to strengthen a little bit further. We then have some unemployment claims out of the US, but most importantly, we probably have the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell testifying to Congress. Those comments that he makes to Congress are going to be watched very, very closely. If he starts to talk about anything with regards to further rate decisions, then we're going to see some movement in the US as well. At the end of the week, then we see the flash manufacturing PMI and services PMI out of France, Germany, the UK and the US. And again, Friday will be a bit of a testing day. If we go over to the strength meter, we're starting to see some interesting developments here. The yen has come back as the weakest currency. That looks like it may continue for some time yet, as this market is favouring the sort of risk-on environment. We can see that the Canadian dollar did come down from that +7 down to the 6s or the 5s. So we have seen a little bit of a movement down in that CAD weakness, but nothing too dramatic there. One of the best performing currencies was actually the New Zealand dollar. So we're expecting some strength there. Aussie dollar as well was a really strong currency, but has been getting stronger for the past few weeks. So definitely like the strength in those markets. Coming on to the US dollar index, then we've traded through that 103 handle. We were expecting the price to actually come up to more towards the 105s before seeing this descent to the downside, but we didn't quite see any movements to that point in the market, favouring that dollar weakness now, and that could lead to a bit of a move lower if maybe we see price retest the 103s on the resistance side of things. We could end up seeing price down towards the 101s again, where it's that major key level on the dollar index that's been visited numerous amounts of times. Going on to cable. Cable now broken that one spot 26.50 handle through here. Major weekly level. Looks like the next stop for cable is that 1 spot 3 handle, so traders can be anticipating some opportunities on some pullbacks into that 1 spot 3. If we trade through 1 spot 3, it opens the door up to more the 1 spot 38. So if the Bank of England are going to continue to be very hawkish in their stance when it comes to interest rates, then there may be a possibility that pound strength is going to really take off in the market. Going on to Aussie US dollar then, so a real change around here for Aussie US dollar. We were anticipating further downside, or I was anticipating further downside after the break of 65.75, but price has come back within the range, travelled to the other side of the range and traded outside of the range and retested 0 spot 69. So I think the big next level is that 0.7 area or 0 spot 7 area on Aussie US dollar. That has been a major level on Aussie US dollar for a good few years now. So price may retest the 0 spot 68 to find support, but if it does, then the next type of areas are those ones a little bit higher up. Going on to Aussie yen then, so obviously a very important chart at the minute in terms of if you're looking at the market from a risk on standpoint, this is the chart to watch, and price has traded through key significant highs of the 95 spot 50 handle, so that really opens the door for the next level of resistance, which is the 98 spot 50, and if price is going to make it to there, it could offer some opportunities again on short-term pullbacks because this market is taking off like a steam train. Really, we haven't really had any sort of decent retracement phases on lower time frames. You have to go really low to like the hourly or even lower to find possible opportunities there. So that may be the same going into this week unless price starts to give us some daily bearish candlesticks where we may see price come back to the 95.50 handle. But looks like we're going to see a continuation of this for the time being. Hopefully that all made sense. If it did, leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already, and I'll speak to you in the next video.